make sure that Italy is not just considered a beautiful place to go and a place for holidays, sort of a global Disney World. But I think we have the responsibility to build a credible, strong country in the global world. We have to have a credible voice. We have to be respected by partners. We have to know that we have a defense, that we are in the middle of the Mediterranean, where there are a lot of challenges. And I want the Americans to think we're not just there to go to visit, but we're also there because we face the challenges of the Mediterranean, of Syria, of Libya, that we have an economy, we are part of the euro, we belong to that system, and we want to strengthen it. So I think, what I hope is that in the future we can keep both the beauty and the history, but being present and strong in the present and the future.
Go quickly, and then I'd like to
All right.
open up to the floor.
I just want to say a couple of
The
things.
last one, yeah.
Hans Christian Andersen wrote The Ugly Duckling and Sestri Levante in Italy. Did you know that? Yeah. And
There's a festival every year.
pardon me?
There's a festival every year.
Yes, the Sestri Levante, one of the 500 towns. And Italy and America, I being an American, have always had a very particular relationship as compared to Italy and Europe. The Germans, the Norwegians, the Dutch particularly, like to complain about Italy for 10 months of the year and then go live in it for the other 2. We Americans, because we have 40 million people of Italian origin in the United States, have always had a very distinct relationship. L'America was a dream for Italians. Italy has been a wonderful friend to the United States. So that's not an issue, at least regarding the United States. But I think that what's so important, when I moved to Italy, and I went to study opera, which is my profession, I realized that there was something called the blackout culinario. In other words, people were forgetting or never learning their culinary heritage. And the culinary heritage is ultimately agriculture, land management, keeping cities thriving, maintaining the environment. Italy had been very bad on the environment. So that Fiat, together with previous governments, not Berlusconi, pulled up central tracks that were for railway to carry freight up and down the country, so that Fiat could sell more trucks to clog the highways. Italians per capita have more vehicles in a family than do Americans. And Italy is a small country with 58 to 60 million people. America is a huge country. We per capita do not have as many cars. So I believe, apart from everything we've said, environmentalism has to be the first and foremost priority for Italy, for the health of the country and for the appeal for people who come from elsewhere.
Thank you. Would anybody like to add anything into this impossibly large discussion, which could go on all night? I'm sorry we can't.